So this weekend I had the opportunity to speak with somebody about a fellow family member that they know that is transgender, and they asked me a question, and the question was, how can they continue to love and support somebody in their transition if they're not okay with it because it doesn't align with their faith and their beliefs? And first off, this question is a little bit hurtful because it's like saying that they're more okay with you being depressed and sad and not being who you really are and living a lie than they are with you taking a step towards being a more whole person, being more you, being happy. And yeah, it's just kind of takes me back a little bit, and it's hurtful, but I'm gonna answer the question. So if you're someone who knows a transgender person and you aren't really sure what to do because it doesn't align with your beliefs, I'm gonna give you some tips. First of all, the answer to this question could be pretty much answered with one simple word, and that is respect. All relationships are built off a mutual respect. So respecting a transgender person could be, number one, using the right name and pronouns. That is probably the biggest thing that you need to do if you want to keep your relationship with this person. The more you do it, the easier it's going to get. You're going to slip up, it's going to be hard, it's going to be awkward, and it's going to be uncomfortable. But if you don't, you are always going to make the person that you're trying to keep in your life uncomfortable. And eventually, if you don't try, they're probably not going to want to be around you anymore. And that's just the hard truth. If you want to keep a relationship with this person, probably the best way to go about it is to keep your beliefs to yourself. They're your beliefs, they're your convictions, and it's your faith. And you need to respect the fact that not everyone shares the same beliefs as you. And maybe they do have the same faith as you. Maybe it doesn't collide with their transition. And there needs to be a respect there. Respect each other's beliefs. If it's gonna cause issues, don't talk about it. It's kind of like talking about politics at the dinner table at Thanksgiving. Just, you don't do it. Another thing that you need to remember is that their soul is not your responsibility. Their salvation is not in your hands. You can't save this person. They are not your project. You're not God. So they're not just one lecture or sermon away from turning from their lifestyle and correcting their path towards God. It's not how it works. You need to let go of the fact that you think you can save them, because that is going to put a divide in your relationship. Just love them for them. Another thing this person brought up in conversation was that they didn't want to be seen as a typical judgmental Christian. If you don't want to be a judgmental Christian, then the best way to do that is to not judge. You can't determine someone's transness by how they were as children, at what age they started to transition, at what point they're at in transition, or how masculine they are, or how they present themselves. These things are irrelevant because this person's experience is going to be way different than any observations you can make of them on the outside. You cannot judge their situation because only they can understand what they're going through. And although you may not understand someone who's transgender, you can definitely try to empathize. If you really want to know how to continue to love and support someone, even though they're transgender, it's pretty simple that you just continue to love and support them. I think with time, you will get past it and you're just gonna see this person for who they truly are, even more so than before. You just have to be patient and let things happen and continue to build your relationship with them, even when things are uncomfortable. It's gonna take you out of your comfort zone for sure, but I think that it should be celebrated that this person is becoming who they truly are inside. It's a really hard thing to overcome. I grew up religious. I went to a Christian school from pre-K to high school, and I went to church every Sunday, and it's a huge struggle. And there shouldn't be any shame in being transgender. There shouldn't be any judgment. It should be a time of joy because you are truly becoming who you are. And that should definitely be respected. Just respect the person for who they are and love and support them. Simple as that. Peace out.